gentlemen, my next guest tonight is a professional beach volleyball player and co-author of Big Girl in the Middle. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very beautiful and talented Gabrielle Reece. Very nice to have you on the program. You are, it's stunning. You're a very attractive, beautiful woman. You're also, are you 6'3"?
I am. Tonight I'm a little taller, but generally without my shoes on, I'm about 6'3".
When you wear heels, how? Because I'm
6'5".
Really?
Yeah.
I'm 6'4" without, and then with heels, I'm like 6'6".
Yeah. If you had a tall girlfriend, you'd probably be wearing your heels a lot.
Yeah. Now, is it hard for you because a lot of women don't like to date someone who's much shorter than them?
Well, when you're 6'3", you get over that really fast.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Like, he has all his teeth. He's really nice,
yeah.
great.
Doesn't matter. Oh, really? Wow. So it doesn't, I mean, it's because you're so tall that height difference almost wouldn't make, you know, it could be tattoo from Fantasy Island. It doesn't matter. It's
well,
just,
I mean, you know, you try to go like, you know, there's like sort of 6 foot seemed to be the smallest I would
6 foot to you is like a little guy, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, kind of.
Yeah.
Isn't that silly? I go, yeah, he's not very tall, and you know, he's like 6'1", and you know, you see all the men kind of go, what do you mean?
Become immediately bitter and sad about their lives.
Yeah, like 6'1" is big. I have guys actually coming to me. This is my favorite trick that they do. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to turn my back on you.
That's all right. It's set up that
they,
way.
They come up and
you have displeased me, Andy.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll come up next to me and they'll be about an inch shorter, and they'll look at me and they'll go, well, what are you, like 6'5"? Because I know I'm 6'4", 6'3", and I'm like, no, you're 6 feet, 6'1", and I'm 6'3". So they do that. They push you up, so they're a little.
Conversely, do you have guys who just because they're 6'5" think
I'm
it's
the
a done deal? Like they walk up to you and they go, huh?
Yeah.
Right, so let's go.
You and me, yeah. And the mothers of these guys, too, or their friends. You know, I got this really tall guy, this friend of mine, you'd be perfect for him.
Right. It's like, oh, you don't need to know anything else about him.
No, no.
He's a hobo. He lives down near the railroad tracks.
And you'll have to wipe his nose during the date, but otherwise it'll be perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're here in New York City quite a bit. You tour.
We played here this year.
Yeah, with your team here in New York, which, when I heard that, it struck me as kind of odd, because I don't think of Manhattan as kind of a volleyball town. Like, let's go down to the East River and play on the beach, you know? Maybe we'll find a body, you know?
We actually played here this year during the summer. They brought in all this sand in Central Park, and it was about 110 on the court this summer. And it was a great experience because I say that it's such a novelty on the East Coast that people love it. You know, in California, they're like, oh, yeah, or beach volleyball. You know, you come to these other cities.
Well, in California, yeah, they see people with great bodies out on the beach all the time doing great athletic things. Yeah, in Manhattan,
they love it.
It's a real treat to see someone who's not near death in some way.
In Central Park.
Right, yeah. Well, someone in Central Park who's alive. They seems to be doing well and enjoying life.
Exactly, and they're yelling, and it's not because they're trying to get away from someone.
Right.
No, I know.
So I understand you're a superstitious player, is that right?
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of, I mean, I have to admit, it's pretty pathetic. I try not to be superstitious. You know, you try to break away from it, and my teammates are just like, but, you know, if I have a good game and a certain pair of sunglasses, because we have to play with glasses on, and I play with a visor, generally I'll be wearing those glasses and that visor until they no longer are working for me. If I have a bad game, you know, that visor's off in someone's hands right away. The hair thing. I've even been known, I won't wear red uniforms. And I think the most pathetic of all of my non-superstitious acts are, my team was on a roll this year, and I kept every weekend, you know, sort of, you know, obviously you do your laundry, and then coincidentally wearing the same pair of underwear in the final for 4 weekends in a row. So I've gone even that far.
I've been doing
I'm
that.
not
I did that, yeah. Our ratings started going up like 3 years ago. Same underwear to this day, yeah.
Do you wash them? Or do you
night in, night out.
Wash them and then dry them? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know.
They're tatters right now.
It gets a hold of you, and you don't want it to, but you can't help yourself. Sometimes you go, well, that worked, so I'm just going to keep doing what was working.
That can really affect your life in crazy ways.
Yeah.
I had cheap wine just before the game.
Exactly.
I'll have a lot more.
I got into a big fight with my boyfriend, and it fueled me up, and so, you know, I pick fights with him all the time. Yeah.
Your boyfriend, he rides the waves. I don't want to say he's a surfer because I thought it was more than that, or
it's
somehow
just a different kind of surfing. It's called towing. They ride, basically, they use surfboards with toe and heel straps, and they use jet skis with water ski lines, and they whip them onto waves that are moving.
The jet ski deposits them on like a, how high a wave are we talking about?
If they measure waves, if a wave is, let's say, 20 feet, like they ride waves from 20 to 30 feet, and that means double. The face is then 40 to 60 feet. So it's quite dangerous.
There are people that see a 40-foot wave coming, and their instinct, rather than to flee, which would be mine,
they're going right
is to get on a jet ski and ride towards it and deposit someone at the top, and then say, I'll see you at the bottom.
Because they're being pulled behind the ski line, behind the jet ski. So the jet ski's moving and the guy's behind him, and he's already kind of riding. And then they let him go, and he has the speed with the wave, and then they're able to ride the wave, and then they pick him up at the end, and they go again.
What if the jet ski was riding towards the 60-foot wave, and like halfway up to it, the engine dies. And you're like, took it.
You bail. You bail. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it's the kind of thing where you don't really wipe out, because then you're not allowed to make really mistakes.
Yeah, if a 60-foot wave hits you, it's not, oh, my back hurts.
No.
It's hiya, Satan.
Yeah.
Look, it's Hitler. Look, what am I doing here? That's assuming he's a bad man, which we know he's not. I'm 6'4".
If I didn't have a boyfriend and you didn't have a girlfriend, you'd probably be perfect for me, actually.
Things happen. Andy, go see to it.
I'm through doing your bidding. I'm using my powers for good.
Just for this week. All right, Big Girl in the Middle is now available everywhere. And your column in the new magazine, Sports for Women, is out today. So people can read that.
That's right, it's out today. Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming on the program.
Thank you so much. You have a great show tonight. JT is
tonight?
No, I just meant... No, I just...
Hey, I meant, catch that?
I meant especially...
It's a good one tonight. It's watchable, yeah.
Especially...
I'm kidding. I kid. That's what I do.
But JT came into my dressing room, and he's about the most gracious, wonderful man. So
JT? You call James Taylor JT?
Mr. Taylor?
Well, yeah, I call him JT also.
Well, no. I just call him that because that's what you refer to him when you listen to him. He's like 6'3" or 6'4".
Did you see KD when he was here earlier?
No, that's Mr. Douglas.
He was A-okay. All right, we got to take a break. Gabrielle, Reece, thanks so much for coming. We'll be right back with James Taylor. Stick around.